All right, good afternoon. We're here in the apiary. It is a little over 70 today, March 7th. And this is the first day that I am able to do a quick inspection. So I just wanted to let you tag along with me to see what I'm looking for today. So we're not going to do a whole lot. The primary goal today is twofold. First, it's to make sure their food is right over where they're clustering. And the second is to get at least one or two of these frames out and check for eggs and cap brood and just see kind of where the queen's at. I'm not necessarily looking for the queen, but if we can find eggs or evidence she's been there, that's good enough for now. So the first thing, get rid of the feeder shim here. We'll put this back on here later. But for now, it needs to come off so we can have access to the frames. And then we're going to take this food off temporarily. Then we'll give the bees a little smoke. They're fairly calm today, but just to make sure. Okay. And you can see on some of the bees, they're still bringing in tons of pollen. So, all right. These side frames over here are going to be mostly empty. Our neighbors are taking advantage of the warm weather and getting some stuff done. So it is a blessing that spring is almost here. All right. Move these frames aside. Set that out of the way. There's not a whole lot going on in these frames. Most of the food's been eaten. So they're just here for a little later in the year when they expand. All right. Now we're getting a little closer. We're just going to be really gentle. Pull this frame up out. We'll take a look. Okay. Nothing on this frame yet. Let's check this frame out. Okay, I can see they're storing resources there. There's some capped honey. There is some of the red maple pollen being stored as bee bread, and you can see they're actually foraging some nectar somewhere. You can see that wet nectar. So this is lovely. I love seeing this. Okay, now I think this is the frame that we want to see here. All right. Yep, there it is. This is what we want to see. Okay, we have brood. That's worker brood. It's capped. And looking down in, you can see down in here, there are eggs. So, I love it. Beautiful day. We see the honeybees building up. You can't ask for a much better day than this. So, okay, I'm going to check one more frame here real quick, but this is essentially all we really can hope to find at this point. We just want to see evidence that the queen's laying. The bees are nice and calm because they got food coming in. Yeah, got more of the same. And they're working on it, so lovely. We're going to gently put this back together. We're going to get their food resources back on them. And even though it's warm out now, we're going to keep feeding these bees at least through the end of March, because the major nectar flows isn't going to start until about April here. That's also when swarm season really kicks in. So if you don't feed your bees now, you risk a cold couple nights, having them exhaust what little they foraged, and then they starve. So, and that's not being a good beekeeper. So tighten this back up here. Okay. Excellent. And we'll get their food back on them. These here are pollen patties. It's a mixture of some carbohydrates, but there's a higher concentration of pollen in it. And that is going to help stimulate brood growth. So we're just going to lay that gently back on them. And then the fondant down here for whenever they want to forage it. It's right there, readily accessible to them. Okay. Get the feeders in. And one other little bit of fondant. They can just crawl in there and eat as much as they want. Okay. And that is a very, very late winter, early springtime quick inspection. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely weekend. Talk to you soon.